Hello, 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 beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my live stream. Streaming again weekly bar league every Wednesday night, playing the bar league, a series of 6-week tournament when the main prize of the 6 weeks winner is the main event WSOP 2022 seat. We already started playing for about 5 minutes. At the moment we are sitting first, we are chip leading, so hopefully we can run good and bing this one and get that seat. It's been a long week for me, guys. Been back in South Florida playing a lot of cash game, played few tournaments. The WPT series are in town, so I played a few events. Didn't manage to get into the money, busted up on level 15, and on the other day I busted at level 12. But the series are here, there's a lot of players. Okay, we got an 8 here. A lot of players. The poker room is full. Now we got 2 pairs. What can we get? We can get value from a single jack. Flush draw missed. We'll go for a minimum because yep, I believe if we raised a bit we will get him off. This is the max value that we could get from this guy holding pocket sixes. As I was saying, the WPT is in town, so there's a lot of action in the poker room and on the tournaments. It's been going crazy. We got a raise, king queen off. It's a good hand to defend the big blind. Of course we don't hit anything. So I'm gonna play another event. I'm gonna be playing on Saturday morning. I'm gonna be playing Flight E, I believe. Flight E, I believe. $6 buy-in, and there's a 1 million guaranteed. So it's gonna be a huge field. They're expecting about between 4,000 and 5,000 players. It's a big tournament, so hopefully we can run it into the money and come back for a day 2 and bink a deep run. Nine, 10 off. We're not gonna defend our small blind. So far, so good. 18 players registered. It's a tournament just started. About 5 minutes running. Another 50 minutes of late registration. Some familiar players at the table. Plato is there. King 8, deuce 9. So king high gets there. Let me know, guys, if the volume is good. Let me know if the sound of the background music is good. And hope you're gonna enjoy the stream, and hopefully you're gonna watch me make a deep run, make the money, and gather those points for the main event seat. 8-9 offsuit on a button, and we have an under the gun +1 raise to 2 big blinds, and then we have a 3 bet. So we're gonna lay down our hand. Plato is gonna call that, and there's a 9 on the flop. We would have a top pair. I was thinking about streaming tonight because I was in the poker room in Hard Rock Casino playing some cash, but decided to run a quick shoot to home so I can stream this one. Became a tradition streaming every Wednesday. As long as I'm in Florida, I'll be streaming every Wednesday. So hopefully next Wednesday I'll still gonna be in Florida, and most probably I'm gonna stream again. Pocket 5s in the cutoff. Let's see the action before me. There's no action, so I'm gonna raise it to 2 big blinds. Only small blind and big blind have to act. Small blind folds, big blind raises. So he can do that with all the nutted hands or the hands that don't play good after the flop. So hopefully we can bring a set, unfortunately not. And that ace is not good for us, so 3 overcards with an ace on the board, we're gonna fold. I'm playing this on my phone, so if you see it flashing in the screen, don't worry about it. 4-9 suited, cut off, it's gonna be a fold from our side. As I said, WPT is in town. The main event is starting, I believe, in 10 days. It's 3,500 buy-in, and the guaranteed prize pool is going to be 3 million. And every time when there's this tournament in the city, they overpass the 3 million guaranteed. So it's going to be big. A lot of big names are going to come and play it. So it's fun and exciting times to be in Hollywood, Florida, Hard Rock Casino next 2 weeks. I'm getting a lot of comments after the stream on my YouTube channel and also on my Instagram account. Thank you guys for the support and thank you for watching this one. 9-3 off, we're gonna fold, we're not gonna defend our big blind. Let's see. Let me see how the picture looks like. Okay, I'm gonna mute it. Queen deuce off, not even a half blind, so I'm gonna lay it down, let them fight it. I believe this is the 4th week of the series, so there's another 2 more Wednesdays, and after that they're gonna calculate all the points, and then they're gonna figure out who took the first seat. So far, I think when I last checked the list, I was in about 20th place. So if I have a deep run in this one and one more deep run in the next 2 Wednesdays, I'm gonna be very close to getting that main event seat, which is for most of the poker players in the United States and in the world a bucket list. So hopefully tonight we're gonna have that deep run. I would love to do it live so you can guys enjoy it. Not running good this year so far. Last year I was running much better. Out of 25 tournaments I won 2. I was a runner-up in one of them, and then I have another 3 or 4 final tables and another 2 or 3 cashes. So eventually in the overall seat I finished in 2nd place, so it was a good run last year. So this year not so much, but we're not gonna give up. We're gonna keep on playing. And try to get that seat and represent the Splash squad in the WSOP in Vegas. And on my TV I have a game on. It's Boston Celtics against Miami Heat, so I'm watching the game and enjoying poker with you guys. Hope the background music is not that loud. Seven deuce suited, although the worst hand ever created, so it's an easy fold. I had people reach out to me, some friends from Canada enjoying the stream last week, so hopefully we're gonna see them in the chat this week. By the way, guys, if you wanna play in this bar league, if you wanna try to play the main event this year in Vegas, hit me up, DM me on Instagram at gpoker82 and I'll get you connected. We can get you in the group. This tournament is played on the Club GG app. We have a raise from Play to Poker from the button. He's a very good player. He knows how to play, so he can do this pretty wide from the button using the position after the flop. And we have a decent hand that we can defend our big blind. So I'm gonna defend once. We hit our middle pair with 1 over. I'm gonna check it to Plato. Let's see how he's gonna play it. Checks back. Now we have 2 pairs. Now with the 2 flush draws, now we need to get the money in the pot. And we're gonna go with min raise with a quarter of a pot, and he folds to us. I guess he knows us good. We have been playing against him a lot of times, so he knows how I play. I know how he plays. 10-4 offsuit. Small blind. I guess this is gonna be the first walk of the tournament. Up to 24 registered players already. Another 45 minutes of late registration, so hopefully we're gonna reach 50 players. 10-6 suited on the button. It's a decent looking hand to raise from the button, raise from the position. We hit our bottom pair. Let's see, continuation bet. He 3-bets us. Now we have 2 pairs. So the only thing that beats us is an ace or an 8. And he has an ace. See, these tournaments are crazy. He's supposed to 3-bet before the flop with an ace jack, not just call it. But we're gonna know down that play. We can know down that he can play sticky. Donks go to heaven can be very sticky in these situations. Let me know, guys, in the comments if everything is okay with the stream. I really want to know if the sound is good, volume is good. I had some issues in the previous streams with my mic. This is the brand new mic, so hopefully the stream is loud and clear. Queen 9 suited. And we got a raise under the gun. We're gonna lay it down. These tournaments tend to play crazy. People will open wide. They will open with marginal hands, not nutted hands. They will play all sorts of crappy hands. Sometimes they'll hit the flop, sometimes they won't, but you never know. That's why the tournaments, these kind of tournaments are fun to play, at least for me. Oh, one more thing I've been doing lately to clear my mind and to relax. I have a puzzle made out of 6,000 pieces. So from time to time, I'll take a look, I'll spread it on the floor and I will take a look and put a couple of pieces together. Ace 10 suited on the big blind. A playable hand. We have one limp. We have only one limp. Let's see the button. Joy Doge on the button. This is his second time that he's timing out. I guess he's somewhere but not next to the computer, so he folds. Naughty man calls. So we're not gonna let them have this flop for cheap, especially with ace 10 suited. We're gonna 3-bet that to 4 big blinds. We got a call from Dunks, go to heaven. We know he can be sticky. And we got another call from Naughty Man. The flop shouldn't favor anybody because it's 7 deuce 3 all rainbow. So our ace high should be good here. Most of the times. Because nobody will pay a 3-bet with any 7 or deuce in their hand. Unless it's pocket 7s or pocket deuces. See, one continuation bet and they both fold. Because the flop doesn't favor anybody. Favors pretty much the pre-flop aggressor. And I was telling them the story, I still have strong hand. The small blind, queen 9. Off. There's a raise from the button, so we're gonna lay it down. If he limped or folded, we could limp with half a blind, see, bink this queen with a not so good kicker. "24 players so far at the tournament, so getting those numbers up slowly. Another 40 minutes of registration. Hopefully we get that big run. It was a decent size spot, 21 big blinds. King queen suited on the button. Nice hand on even better position, so let's see what's gonna happen. We bet 3 big blinds. Let's see if the big blind is gonna defend it, and he defends it, and we hit 2 over. We have 2 overs and a flush draw on a board that should favor him more than us. But with 2 overs and a flush draw, we're gonna continue betting, and we hit our flush, but it's a very sticky board. It's a very sticky board, so we're gonna continue our betting. Get value from 1 club hands, ace or nothing. I guess he doesn't have anything, so we scoop a 7 blinds from him. Jack deuce off. It's gonna be an easy fold. By the way, this group Splash Squad was organized by Johnny Vibes, also known as Johnny Moreno. So shout out to him, and thanks for organizing this amazing tournament and giving us low stakes player a chance to play in the big league. I was supposed to come to South Florida for the WPT series, but he decided not to come in the last moment. Plato wins this hand. We are sitting at the 3rd position in chips so far, but it's early in the tournament, so this means nothing. Still a long way to go. We raised from an early position to 2 big blinds, Jack 10 off, and we only have big blind deciding, and he folds, so we'll take down that hand with Jack 10. Under the gun, 9 ain't suited. Let's play this one the same way. And we got two callers, so most probably gonna have at least one more caller. At least the big blind is gonna call. He's getting a decent price. He needs to put one blind to get 9.5. And he raises us, and he raises huge. He raises huge. He raises 6x. He overbets the pot by a lot. See, he can do that either with an nutted hand, aces, kings, queens, ace, king, or ace, queen suited maybe, and then all the hands that don't play good after the flop, which is all the small pairs, deuces, threes, fours, fives, sixes, maybe sevens, and then king 10, king jack, queen 10, and the pot is already 70 big blinds, and the flop shouldn't favor him unless he has those hands that I was talking about, aces, kings or queens. Looks like it's gonna go down to all in. $135 big blinds in the pot. It goes check, check. But I told you, pocket fours and pocket fives, both of them had the small pairs. They don't play good after the flop. I read him like a book. Too bad I didn't have better cards than 8, 9, 8 suited. Now we're in the big blind. There's a under the gun raise and there's a 3-bet and a call. So 9-8 off is gonna be fold. But that was a nice hand. And I'm glad I read him. Nicely. I read him perfectly. Also, guys, click that like button. And leave any comment, any question you have regarding the plays or anything else you have in mind. Oh, by the way, today in casino, when I was playing, I saw, if you guys follow the poker vloggers, WSOP poker vlogger, he was there playing. We talked for about 5 minutes about the game. A nice guy. A really nice guy. There's so much action in the casino now because it's Wednesday night, and when I was there, they were actually running 2 games 10-25 no limit hold'em on Wednesday night. Plus they opened the table while I was there for the 5-card PLO, and the blinds were 100 with a minimum 10k buy-in. So huge games while the WPT is in town. Mike Goose is 3-betting us, and we have 2 pair. We committed his 5. Unless he has a 5, strictly, we have him dominated. 3/4 of a pot bet. 9-5 or just a 5. We're gonna call this one down. 10-4. He had nothing. We got him, guys. Yes, we got him. We are back at the second spot in chips. So that was a good call from us. That was a good read. That was an amazing read. We are getting some new players at the table. Chris calls on our direct right. Never played against him, so knew he's gonna be interesting. But that was a nice play from my Goose. He was representing that he had a 5. Unfortunately for him, I had an ace and a 9, so I had a good hand. I had better 2 pairs if he hit his ace, so Queen 8 off, cut-off position. That's gonna be depending on the play before us, a fold if there was a bet, and there was a bet, so we're gonna lay it down and wait for our better position, better spots. See, this queen keeps up popping up on the flop a lot. So far 28 players, so pretty much that's 4 tables of 7 players. I assume it's gonna come up to 40-45 players. It will be nice if we can win it, put another about 38 to 40 points behind us and get us in top 3 or 4 places, and then run for it for the next 2 weeks, hopefully get that spot and enjoy 2 weeks of main event in Vegas. Ace 6 off, ace 6 off. 6-handed, we're gonna open that to 2 big blinds. We got a call from my goose, direct left. Play to poker also defends his big blind. Now this flop doesn't hit our range that much as it hits the guy behind us and Plato's range. So now with 2 flush draws, let's do a continuation bet. And Plato was on a flush draw. I don't know if the bet would take him off the hand, but it was a good call from him. And now the favorite hand of Rampage Poker, Ethan Yao, favorite hand, pocket 4s. So that one we're gonna bet to 3 big blinds because we don't want to see as many players as in the previous hand, but unfortunately my goose calls us on our direct left, which gives great price for all the others ones to pay. So now this flop, it's paired, 2 6s and a jack, should hit our range much better than their range. There's a flush draw, we can get value from the flush draw. Now we go to a boat, we now have a full house. So the only one that actually beats us here is if he has a jack. Even if he has a flush draw, we have a boat, so it doesn't beat us. Jack beats us or a 6. So there's 1 6 and 3 jacks. 4 outs that actually beat us here. Unless he has a pocket pair. And he folds to our half pot bet size. Let's go guys. Fighting for every single chip there, fighting for every big blind. Now we have ace queen suited on the big blind. And Plato raises his position from the button. And he gets a call from the small blind. So there's gonna be a 3 bet from our side, which is gonna be a 3x plus 2 limps, and then there's a call from Plato Poker, so give us great price to naughty man to call. He folds. 8-3-7 all rainbow, so this shouldn't hit his flop, his range, as much as it hits. Actually, it doesn't hit nobody's range. This flop is terrible. And we managed with a continuation bet on the turn to get Plato off his hand. We are back in the chip lead, guys. We are back in the chip lead. We got 9-8 suited on the small blind. Plato knows how I play. He knows that I'm an aggressive player. Ooh, we got a first comment in our chat. We're gonna limp this one. There's a bet from the big blind. As I remember correctly from the training we did with Johnny on Twitch, this should be a call and then evaluate after the flop. And again, this flop doesn't hit either my or his range. We are drawing 2 overs and a gutter, a 6 to a straight. I'm gonna pay this bet, and then if I don't hit anything on the turn, I'm gonna fold. Because he's prepared to go all in. By now, he's gonna go either all in or check fold. There's 39 big blinds behind him, and there's 25 in the pot, so let's see what Mike Goose is gonna do. Told you guys, he's gonna go all in. And the only thing that the problem is I only have a bluff catcher and not a good bluff catcher because it's 9 high, so any 10 high beats me, so we're gonna lay it down. We're gonna lay it down. $33 players so far, and we are sitting at number 1. We are sitting at number 1 chip lead at the moment. A deuce suited to a bet before us. We're gonna lay it down. Let me see how the... Yep, we are first. First at the moment. 33 players enter the tournament. See, we keep on hitting these middle pairs even if we don't play the hand. Naughty Man is all in, and he gets a fold from some can fly. Six deuce offsuit, that's an easy fold, no matter what position do we play, unless we are big blind and everybody limps, and we're gonna see a flop for free. It's a tight game between Boston and Miami. It's a tight game, 83-81 for Boston. Mike Goose is playing aggressively, and he only has 44 big blinds left behind him, so he's in a tough position, especially he gets raised now. He folds. He was trying to steal the blinds. People will do a lot of this tournament. A7 suited with Plato Poker on big blind, so we know Dongs Go to Heaven is a sticky player. We know a Plato Poker is a good player. He's especially good when he plays in the range of 15 to 20 big blinds. He's a master of the short stack. We're gonna raise this to 3x, and we keep on getting called from Mike Goose on our direct left. He keeps on calling us with all kind of crap. So let's see if the flop is gonna hit us. We have another new player on the table, Rob Not Bob. He actually finished last year's series. He finished in 3rd place overall, so he's a good player. Always late registration to this tournament. That flop hits nobody. So let's see, we're gonna check it out. We're not gonna bet into 3 players. Let's see what Mike Goose is gonna do. I'm assuming he's gonna bet. No. Checks. So another 6 should favor more the small blind than actually anybody else on the table. Naughty Man raises 10 blinds, so we're out of there. Because we have only 1 over, and we will drawing to either an ace or or an 8 for a straight, which is 3 and 7 outs. Just not getting the good price for it with 8 outs, 7 outs, no. And we have an all-in against all-in, 7-8. The guy flopped the high, turned the straight, and Naughty Man is down to 5 big blinds. My goose turned the straight. What a magic turn for him. What a magic turn for him. Let me take a look at that hand again. Yep. Brought a second pair for Naughty Man with an ace kicker and brought a straight to My Goose. So My Goose is back in 90 big blinds. He's back in the game now. It's good that Naughty Man is on our right side, so he's gonna be shoving pretty much most of his hands. And it's good that he's gonna act before us, so we can either isolate or fold. Mike Goose is playing aggressively on a paired boards 5-5-4 rainbow. Pocket fives. We're gonna bet that to 2 big blinds. See, we got a call from My Goose, playing every single hand for the last 5 hands. Let's see if Naughty Man is gonna... We got 3 overs, so it's gonna be check fold. There's a 4th over. Let's try a small block bet. And finally card below number 5. We got pocket, we got aces and we got queen, jack 10. See? Mike Goose is on fire. Mike Goose is on fire. Blind just went up. So Naughty Man is down to 2.8 blinds behind him. So I'm assuming he's gonna shove in the next few hands, if not in this one. We got 2 limps before us. We are in the big blind. So we got 2 limps, 3 limps, and Naughty Man shoves. So we're gonna fold our queen 4 because I'm assuming somebody's gonna call him and he's gonna beat our queen high. Although it's queen high suited, but still I'm not gonna play that hand for stacks because it's gonna go like that, I assume, because there's 2 callers to his all-in. All 3 guys call and we would hit that queen again. I guess I have to start playing queens more than I'm supposed to. And there's a big bet from Plato, pot size bet, 15 big blinds. I guess he hit that flop. He gets called. Now there's an ace on the turn. Gets check, gets all in. Yep, he hit his 2 pairs. And he gets counterfeited. Naughty Man hits his 3 outer on the... Oh my god. What a sick hand. See? That's what I'm telling you. These tournaments are crazy. We are now having 7-3 suited on small blinds, so let's see what the action is going to be before us. So Naughty Man from 2.8 big blinds went to 15 big blinds, so he's back in the game. And he raises us all in, so we're going to fold our 7-3. So he's back to 17 blinds. I mean, now he needs to play like this if he wants to chip up and try to run as deep as he can. 9 deuce suited. Somebody already went out. There was 34 players entered the tournament. There's 33 left, so somebody is out already. We are sitting at the 2nd place in the chips at the moment, which is good. Now Naughty Man is on fire. He gets called from the big blind. The big blind defends. So now he's gonna get raised from Naughty Man on this board. No, I guess Naughty Man doesn't have anything. This queen should favor more Naughty Man's range, and he gets snapped all in. Pocket sixes, queen jack. I told you, he gets snapped call. And Naughty Man, just like that, out of 3 blinds goes to 36 big blinds. 10 times more than he had few hands ago. And he's pretty much alive now. Way more than alive. We're gonna bet 2 big blinds with our king 3 suited. And my goose keeps on calling us every single hand. Every single hand he keeps on calling us. This range doesn't hit our range. It hits more range of a small blind, big blind, and the button more than it hits ours. So we're gonna fold to any kind of bet. I want to see this hand go down to showdown because I want to see with what are they paying and what are they raising. I guess we're not gonna see it. Pocket sixes, he hit his set and then boated on the turn. See, he was supposed to 3-bet that pre-flop. Because sixes don't play that good unless you hit a set. You're gonna hit at least one, if not all 3 overcards. Okay, so far so good. Still sitting in second position. The table has no short stacks. It's pretty much equal, except for us, we are the chip leader at the table. 35 players enter the tournament, another 15 minutes of late registration. It's a tight game between Boston Celtics and Heat. It's a tight game, 90-88. Let's hope we run good tonight. So far so good. We're hanging around, chipping up slowly, fighting for every chip, using our position and using our knowledge, and also using that we know few players from the table how they play. Hope this background music is not too loud or not too low. Under the gun, pocket fours. Raise to 2 big blinds. And we're gonna get called for my goose for sure. Because he called every single hand. Oh, that's a surprise. First time he didn't call us. That's a good sign. Some can fly, still thinking about it. Folds, donks go to heaven, the sticky player. Thinking about it. Folds, folds to blinds. Let's see what the blinds are gonna do. Another 12 minutes of registration left. So that means another 7 minutes until we hit our first break. There's a break of 5 minutes every hour. That flop favor our range much more than it favors their range. The only thing I don't like paired boards, because on those boards you either have a monster or you're blowing air. We do have a pocket pair, and this board suits us much better than it suits them. So we're gonna do a half pot bet and see if we're gonna get called. Because we have 2 pairs with an ace kicker, so we can get value from any flush draws. Now we have a boat. So now only queen or an ace beats us, or any other pocket pair. And since we were the pre-flop aggressor and raiser, if he calls, he should know that we either have an ace or extremely strong hand. But if he calls, then that means he has extremely... Now he folds. Because that that board doesn't favor him at all. Doesn't favor it, like not even 1%. So still looking good. Still fighting for every big blind we can. Still fighting. I actually love playing against Plato Poke because he's a good player. And you want to play against good players. We're not gonna call 3 big blinds with queen deuce off. And we hit our queen again. What's happening with queens tonight? Looks like the queen is the card of the night. And we would have hit second queen on the turn, which is getting ridiculous now, and there's people raising in it. I really want to see the showdown. I really want to see what they're doing, with what cards are they doing this. Because I have a queen, so there's only one left queen in the whole deck. And they keep on betting. They keep on betting, calling. And this is like a small, tiny bet, a third of a pot. Well, off to the next one. We are in a small blind position with Jack 8 suited, which is a nice hand to limp if it comes down to blinds. Unless Naughty Man goes crazy all in. Yeah, he bets 4 big blinds, so... In this situation, if I was a big blind, I would defend it with Jack 8 suited, but still, since there's one more player behind me, I don't know what he's gonna do, so I'm gonna fold my Jack 8 suited. Wait for a better position. Wait for a better position. Get those blinds from Naughty Man. 6-8 off. Goes down the drain. We are gonna fold that one. Oh, Miami got the lead now. They're up 4 points. There's 4.5 minutes in the fourth quarter, so it's gonna be a tight game. Boston hits a 3 and gets back in 1 point. It's one possession game. Queen Jack offsuit in a cutoff. Let's see what's Naughty Man gonna do. He raises us. We're gonna call 3 big blinds. And let's see the action after us. We get a call from my goose who defends his button, and of course when we call we don't hit our queen. Need to pay attention. The pot is already 13.5 big blinds. Naughty Man has only 19.6 behind him, so he's pretty much, yeah, I wanted to say all in. He pushes all in. So I'm assuming he hit his 10 there, or running on a flush draw. Nothing. He gets snap called by 9-10 and Naughty Man is out. Naughty Man is out. My goose got his chips. We are sitting at the 4th position. Ace 3 off. We're gonna raise to 2 big blinds. Playing 6-handed at the moment. So our opening range is gonna be a bit wider. Playing 6-handed. Let's see with one condition bet what we can do, because that king favors us much more than it favors all of them. Now Plato knows how to play these ones. Told you. He knows how to play these ones. He 3 bets us. We're gonna call it down, which was a mistake from our side, I guess. He's gonna put us all in. He's gonna put us all in and we're gonna fold. Told you guys, Plato is a good player. Plato is a good player. He knows how to play it. 10-4 off is gonna be a fold, an easy fold. Down to 9th place at the moment out of 33 players. Still a long way to go. I believe this is gonna be either the last hand before the break, or there's gonna be one more hand. It's another 40 seconds until the break time, so if they play fast this one, we might have another hand before we hit the break. Yep, we're gonna have one more last hand before we go on a break, and there's another 5 minutes of late registration. We're gonna be under the gun with queen 10. We're gonna be folding that, and we're gonna go on a break. 5-minute break, guys. Let's see what's gonna happen on this last hand of the first hour of the tournament. There's a 3-bet, there's a limp, then a 3-bet from Plato on the button. Is my goose gonna call, limp call? Yes. This is gonna be the last hand. There's another about 4 minutes left of the break, and Plato folds, so officially we are now on break. We are gonna come back in about 4 minutes, guys. We're gonna come back in about 4 minutes. I need to hit the toilet and I'll be back. We are back. We are back. 20 seconds, 25 seconds left until the end of the break. Looks like the final number of the players is gonna be 38 players on tonight's tournament. As soon as the registration finishes, I'm gonna see how many people make the money. I'm assuming 8. 38 players should be 8, 7 or 8. And we are back from the break. Sitting in a 14th place out of 33. 7 players make the money. 7 players make the money and 7 players make the points, which is more important. By the way, there's no rake on this tournament, so all the money goes towards the prize. Half of it goes towards the main event seat and half of it goes for the nightly prizes at the end of the tournament. So that's a good thing that there's no rake in this tournament. King 10 suited. We got a raise from cutoff. We got a call from small blind, and we're gonna defend our big blind with King 10 suited. And we flop a lot. We flop a flush draw. We flop a gutter to a straight. I'm gonna check it down and see the play to how he's gonna play. This hand is gonna be played from our side as a check call. Now we have a pair of 10s, a second pair. Goes check, check, check. Goes check, check. Let's see what the Plato is gonna be. And he hits his set. He hits a set of 7s. The other guy hit a jack, and if we hit a flush, we would make the money there. Unfortunately, on to the next one, on to the next hand. Queen 9, King 9 actually suited. Small blind position. Let's see the action. I'm gonna 3-bet this one because it's blind versus blind, and King High with a suited card is pretty much strong hand when you're blind against blind. We're gonna continuation bet on a pair board. We are getting ready for the 3-barrel bluff. But he doesn't call, so we'll scoop up his blinds. Fighting for those chips, fighting for those blinds. It's gonna be tough to make the money tonight because 7, so we're gonna hit the final table with 8 players, and we're gonna actually bubble burst on the final table. First one who actually busts the final table will be the bubble boy. So it's gonna be tough to get there. But we're gonna try, we're gonna give our best. Now we're sitting in the middle of the field, 15 out of 32. As an early position raised to 2 big blinds and a call. This is the new player, CJ Love 72. I never played against him, and he was a extremely late registration to the tournament. Extremely late registration. He calls 2 big blinds. Raise from Plato, and of course the big blind defends his big blind. Let's see how Plato is gonna play this one. He's gonna play it as a fold. Did some can fly hit his flush? Or he's just bluffing? We will never find out. On to the next hand. We haven't had any decent hands to play with. And speaking of the devil, as soon as we said that, we got pocket jacks in the cutoff position. One of the most ungrateful hands to play, because in a lot of flops there's an overpair to jacks, and on top of that we have a raise directly from our right, and we're gonna 3-bet that with pocket jacks. We're not gonna just And we have an all-in from Some Can Fly, 39 big blinds. And we got an all-in from the other guy. So... is anybody having queens, kings, aces? Or they block each other with an ace, king, ace, queen? Or tens, nines, eights? I mean, if we don't call with pocket jacks... ace, king, they block each other. No flush draw, please, no flush. No flush, no ace, no king. Yes! We triple up! Yes! Our jacks bust 8 king and we are back, baby. We are back in the tournament. We are back in the tournament. We are chip leading. Pocket jacks held. And Plato is screaming on the other side of the table. Let me put a comment there to Plato. Jacks hold. And I called it, didn't I? I called it. They are either nutted, but most probably blocking each other with ace king, ace queen, and they both had ace queen, ace king. We were fortunate enough. The guy flopped a flush draw. So I'm hoping for you guys, because this stream is on a 5-minute delay. So I want to see comments once you see the hand. Once you see the hand, I want to see comments. That was the hand that needed to put us back in the right spot. Ace 8 off. We're gonna raise to 2 big blinds. That was a double knockout. Double knockout. We got a raise. We got a 3 better on our left side, 2 spots from us. So we're gonna fold. Yeah, Plato is... let's call. We limped and we have a raise from my goose. We have to invest 1.5 big blinds to get 10 big blinds. That's a decent price. And we hit 2 pair on the flop. We hit 2 pair on a flop on a sticky board. So anything that beat us here is set of kings, set of queens, set of nines. We block queens and nines. King queen beats us, king 9 beats us. So let's check and let's see what the action is going to be, because it's a sticky board. There could be jack 10. There could be jack 10 for a straight. But now we're going to push him on maximum pressure. He has king jack. No 10, no jack. Yes! Yes! Sorry guys if I was too loud. But no! He commits us. No! I didn't see the second 5 on the river. And our 2 pair got committed because the board pair and he took 100 and tagged him. See? These tournaments are crazy, from chip leader to down to 50. I'm still in the game. I still have 34 big blinds, but this knockout would put me in a chip lead by far and most probably off to a final table. But he also said that he sucked out, so oh, what a river card. What a river card. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What to do? Off to the next one. On to the next one. Still alive, we are still alive, still in the game. King 8 on a pair board. We should be good here most of the time. Yeah, I told you, Queen 7, King 8, we scooped this one. So that was a major suck out from my goose. A major suck out. He hit his top pair with a decent kicker. Then rivered us to counterfeit our 2 pairs from the flop. Ah, that stings, but that's tournament life. That's tournament life. We got an open-ended straight draw 4, 5, 6, 7, so we got about 8 outs, which after the flop 32% chances to hit something, and we need to pay 2 big blinds to get 8, so we're getting a good price. We hit our straight there, so it's time for us to get some money back from Mike Goose, unless he has an 8 and sucks out us again. He just calls, and he has an 8, unbelievable. He sucked out twice on us, twice on a river. Still alive, we are still alive, but what a run out twice. Twice on a river he gets us, and I believe he's a chip leader. Let me double check. Oh, he ran into queens with ace 8. I mean, he has out, still about 11, and he's gone. Joy Doge is out of it. We are still alive. We have 26 big blinds. Queen Jack suited. Queen Jack suited. In a cutoff position, a decent hand. Let's see, die hard. Nothing. We're gonna bet 2 big blinds. And most probably my goose is gonna call us and suck out us on again. I'm just joking. But that's painful, 2 rivers, 2 hands in a row. Only big blind left. He's gonna defend his big blind. Dunks go to heaven. A sticky player with a C bet. Let's see his reaction. Fold, so we scoop small pot. Oh, I'm glad you guys saw those 2 hands. We were way ahead in both hands, and he sucked on us twice. Ace king off. Ace king off. We're gonna 3 bet to 3 big blinds, and pretty much if we got raised, we're gonna be in all in, because we have about 26 big blinds behind us. Ace king doesn't get much better than this hand. We got a call from my goose. We got a call from Mike Goose. Everybody else folds, and now we're gonna put him on a maximum pressure. And he folds. He shows us a jack. He had a top pair. I'm not gonna show him cards because he sucked on us twice, so he's gonna keep on guessing what we had. 10-5 off is gonna be fold, but I like that you guys saw those 2 suckouts. Painful hands, but at least we got them on video, so. Oh my god, it still hurts. All those blinds could have been mine, and I could be by far the chip leader. Like this, Mike Goose is a chip leader. And I will be if I want that first hand, I will be the chip leader with double the amount of chips from the second place. So. Well, off to the next one. We're still there. We didn't bust it, so 9 deuce off in the big blind is gonna be either a fold or just a check. There's a limp. There's a limp, there's a raise, so it's gonna be a fold from our side. An easy fold. 9 deuce. Let's see if my goose is gonna call. Of course, limp calls. Limp calls. There's a deuce on the flop, so we would hit our bottom pair. Goes check, check. Flop, turn, check, check. Let's see the river. The board is paired, so I need... Yeah, unbelievable. My goose keeps on sucking out on people. Amazing. 3-6 suited and he hits his 6 on the river again to crack queens. To crack Mr. Brightside queens. Die Hard is on the button and only 8 big blinds behind him, so he should be... I'm gonna try to see a flop with queen 5. We hit our queen. We're gonna bet into him. We're gonna bet into Mike Goose. He's thinking about it. We bet half of the pot. He calls us. We hit our second queen, so we got trips. He calls us again. We boat house. We have boat. And he folds to our bet. I'm gonna show him once. I'm gonna show him queen. We are getting some of the chips back. From him. Hopefully we're gonna get all of it back. King Jack suited, offsuit on the button. With early position raised to big blinds and a Die Hard who is a short stack. Still no action from him. He's in that push fold chart. He's waiting for one of those cards to just go all in. Flop doesn't favor anybody there. So whoever bets first in the flop is gonna win the hand most probably. And that is Plato Poker. And you see, we would hit our king on the river, on the turn. And Plato keeps on betting again. Is he on a flush draw or he hit his set? Knowing how Plato Poker plays, it's either a flush draw or a set. Ace King offsuit. So we are hoping Die Hard goes all in now. No. We're gonna raise to 2 big blinds, leaving us with 27 behind us. Mike Goose next to act on the button, folds, only blinds left, small blind fold. Big blind defense, 5, 6, 8, flop that doesn't hit our range as much as it hit his. And we're gonna fold, we're gonna let it down, because that range hits his, that border hits his range much more than ours. King 10 off, another playable hand, 6-handed. We got 1 call, we got 2 calls. We got a backdoor flush draw. We got a backdoor flush draw with a backdoor runner straight. So 1 c-bet is gonna make them fold, both of them. So we scoop that pot back to 26 big blinds. Back in 15th place out of 25. It's gonna be a chaotic tournament, I'm telling you now. Those 2 suckouts could make much more difference and we would be chip leading and cruising our way into the final table. Like this, we're gonna fight for every single big blind. But these kind of hands make the stream interesting. I don't know what, I just wanted to say, I don't know what's going on with Die Hard. What is he waiting for his all-in, because he's 7 blinds behind. He gets snap called by both guys, so he's gonna either triple up or bust. And the flop, ace king, 4 turn is another ace. So I'm not thinking that somebody has an ace, pocket tens, unless, yeah, die hard triples up with an ace queen. And we are down to 2 tables. We are down to, no, actually 3 tables, I'm sorry. 3 tables down to 23 players. As I said, only 7 make the money, only 7 make the money and make the points. We need to fight a lot to reach that final table and make those points. It would be amazing if I can win this one online, so you can guys enjoy the win. And that win would put me in amazing position for that main event WSOP seat for this year in Las Vegas, which is played beginning of July. Down to 23 players, sitting in the 14th with 20 big blinds, under the gun, king 3 offsuit is gonna be a fold. But these tournaments are crazy, I'm telling you, people will pay all of their chips with marginal hands, with nothing at all, with 2 outer or 3 outer, and somehow they suck out. Now the guy on our direct right, Do the Drew, was one of the guys that won last year, one of the run outs, and he was actually playing in the main event last year. We're gonna be big blind now. 10-5 off, not a great hand, but let's see what the action is gonna be before us. Still 23 players left. Let me see what's the time. Another 30-35 minutes until the break. So far everybody falls. We're not gonna defend our 10-5 off. They were suited, yeah, but 10-5 off, we're not gonna defend our big blind. Small blind with 18.6 big blinds behind us, and we wake up with aces, pocket rockets, the best hand ever created. Just praying for some action before us. Just praying for some action before us. And we got it. We got the action before us. And we're gonna, of course, 3-bet it. And see if he's gonna go all in. If he calls, he's gonna be left with 8 big blinds. So it's either a fold or an all in. I don't see anybody calling like this short stack. See? Why do you raise 1/5 of your stack and you just fold? But I'll take it. I'll take it. Maybe we're supposed to dare only call and get the max value, get another player behind us to call. Oh, what to do? On to the next one. 6 deuce suited. My goose raised 4 big blinds into Mr. Brightside. It's blind against blind. And he 4-bets him with aces, and my goose folds immediately. That my goose didn't expect. 6-5 off in the cutoff. It's gonna be a fold. Still no players busting. Still 23 players left. Still 23 players left in the tournament. So just fighting and pushing through. Another 50 seconds, the blinds are gonna go up. 5-9 suited. So most probably next hand the blinds are gonna go up. And we are gonna have, I think, 2 players on our table. They're gonna be in that 10 big blind range. So pretty much they're gonna be in that range for push or fold. It's either all in or a fold. And with 10 big blinds, we need to consider how wide they can be. No, still one more hand on the old big blind levels. Queen 6 offsuit is a fold from middle position. Nobody's busting. Nobody's busting the tournament. Still 23 players left, sitting in the 10th position at the moment. Let's see after the blinds go up how many short stacks are we gonna have on our table. Because three of the shortest are in this spot at the moment, so this hand is gonna be interesting. Whoever wins it is gonna get about 6 big blinds so far. And it goes check, 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 flop, check the turn. So far goes check on the river, and it checks down. So who's taking it? Ace 6 takes it down. Six deuce offsuit, we are gonna fold that, and especially with the raise from under the gun. So now we have one short stack below 5 big blinds on our table. There's 114, 115, 16, 18, 19, everybody's there pretty much except for my goose, who is about 40, almost 47 big blinds. We're gonna be under the gun next hand. Gonna be under the gun next hand with queen 5 off. We're gonna lay it down. Still 23 players left. It's been a long time since nobody busted. Now we're gonna be the big blind. We need some good cards, we need some playable hands that we can actually play and chip up. We got one limp. We got two limps, so we're gonna just check it down. Of course, flop comes ace, jack, king, and we have 4-6 off. That's an easy fold, that's an easy decision. And do the Drew hits his flush to get some of the chips from my goose. In a small blind, we are playing 17.6 big blinds behind us, and we have ace 4 suited, which is a decent hand. Decent hand. There's a shove from Die Hard, and there's no action after that. Blind versus blind, this is a must raise hand. This is a must raise hand, and that's a fold, so we grab the antes and we get the big blind. Fighting for every single blind. Now on the button, king jack off. And there's an early position raise from Plato. And there's a raise, so we're gonna lay our king jack off. Because Plato raises two big blinds from under the gun +1, which means he has a strong hand, because he's a good player. He's not going to open that one and leave him, and even he calls. So now Plato is either in all-in situation or just check it down to the showdown, and he would hit our king. So now he's trying to with this min bet, but Duda Jew has a lot of chips, he can pay that bet, and he can get him off. He can get him off on any hand. So Plato now is the shortest stack. That means now he's the most dangerous player at the table, because this is his comfort zone, as I call it. I played a couple of times and he's best playing like this, in 7 to 10 to 15 big blind range. Eight-6 suited, we're gonna try to steal the blinds with the small raise, and we got a shove on us. Not gonna call that with 6-8 off, with 6-8 suited. I guess that plan didn't work out to steal the blinds. Blinds went up again. 6-8 off is gonna be a fold. 22 players down to 22 players. Plato is on the big blind and the short stack, and he gets raised by my goose, so Plato is either folding or going all in. If he goes all in, his range should be a lot wide, because he's only down to 5 big blinds. I guess we have a hand that we're gonna play. Ace-10 off. We're gonna raise it. We got a call from my goose. Only blinds left to act. Fold from small blind. I wish there was a shove from die hard. Just a call. We're gonna try a half pot bet. The problem is that my goose has a lot of chips and he can pay every bet, every single bet. I guess this is our tournament life. All in. He folds. Yes, we got our bluff through. He shows us a 6. We can show him a 10 so he can cry. He deserves that after sucking us on twice. We are back to 24 big blinds, so we are fighting for every single big blind. Down to 21 players. Still a long way to go, sitting in the 7th position at the moment. And looks like he's not gonna suck out, my goose is not gonna suck out on the other guy, who flops 2 pairs. So now my goose has less chips than we do, so I guess those suckouts didn't work for him properly. Ooh, I'm still fuming about those hands. I'm still fuming. Six-8 off, and the board comes 8-Jack-6, 2 pair on the flop. But I mean, under the gun to play 6-8 off in this late tournament is a suicide. Pocket deuces take you down. Pocket deuces take you down. We're gonna be big blind now. Big blind sitting in 8th position out of 21. Big blind with Jack-5 off. And there's a 3x raise, a pretty big raise this late in the tournament, and with that stack size, that's a big raise. Gets folded around. Now we're gonna be in small blind with 9-5 suited. Depending on the action, we're gonna try to see the flop, limp and see it. That flop didn't touch us at all. Still no. Can we take it with 9 high? I guess not. Wonder if that hand was supposed to be raised before the flop. 9-5 suited. I need to run it through solvers to see. Blind against blind in this stack size. Deuce 4 suited, fold to a raise. Still 21 players left. Still a long way to go. 5 make the money, 5 make the points towards the WSOP Bar League. The WSOP main event seat this year. Pocket 5s. We got pocket 5s in cutoff position, and Plato is all in. Plato is all in, and we're gonna try to isolate him. He's got pocket 7s, so I guess we're not good unless we hit our 2 outer. And we double up Plato. I'm telling you guys, he's the master of short stack play. But I mean, with pocket 5s, of course I'm gonna try to isolate him when he raised all in with almost 4 big blinds. He can be so wide there. That's just ridiculous. We raised with 6-7 suited and we got 2 callers. Now the big blind left to act. And we hit our middle pair. So we're gonna try one block bet, and we got a shove on us on top of it. So that's a fold. This my goose keeps on sucking us. And we got a pocket queens. We got a pocket queens in early position. Raise to 2 big blinds. Hopefully somebody shoves from the short stacks. No. Not even the big blind that defends. And we hit our set. We hit our set of queens. So we're gonna downsize as much as we can. Now that board plays sticky. 2 flush draws, a straight draw that gets there. And he hot. And we got that win. He hit his queen. So back to 19 big blinds. Oh my god, this tournament is a fight for every big blind. But I like it. It's exciting. This is what all the tournaments are all about. Especially on this small number of players, and when you get deeper and deeper, it's gonna be mostly short stack all of the table. Like, I mean, even now there's 6.7 big blinds, 6.9, 7.1 big blinds short stacks. 3 guys are short stack on the table. And then there's me 19.5 and actually 18.5 because now I'm big blind with Jack 5 off. Cannot defend Jack 5 off. So we're gonna let it go. Now gonna be down to 7.7 big blinds. We are in a small blind with ace 4 off, which is gonna be all in from our side. And see if my goose is gonna call with king high. I'm hoping he has a king 10, queen 10, and he calls it down and doesn't suck out on us and we double up. No, he's gonna fold. Shows us 10 deuce. I don't know what he was thinking. He was supposed to fold much earlier. Ace 9 suited on the button. There's a raise, we're gonna call it. See if the big blind is gonna offend. No, so it's heads up, and we have a flush draw on a pair board. There's gonna be a bet from our side, so We hit our flush. And let's try to squeeze some more value from it. So now it's double pair board. And he got his jacks. We cracked his jacks with ace 9 suited up to 32 big blinds. Let's go. Up to third place now. Actually, we are almost chip leading this table. Pretty much same with Mr. Brightside. We have 32.2 and he has 32.7 big blinds. Just letting you guys know, unless you can see it, because it's on my computer it's tiny, so I don't see it. Sitting in the third position with 20 left and 7 make the money. Somehow we managed to survive those two suckouts from my goose and manage to get back in top 3 players. You see, I'm only have 30 big blinds and I'm in top 3. So that's telling you how everybody is short. Blinds are up again. How many minutes till the next break? Another 15 minutes and then it's gonna be another break. I think this is the first walk that I've seen. It goes to Plato. For deuce off. In an early position is gonna be a fold. My goose steals the blinds. He's up to 20 big blinds. We are under the gun. King queen off. That's gonna be a raise from our side under the gun. It's a good looking hand. Now only short stack left with a big blind. Everybody folds. Big blind. Do the Drew is gonna either defend or fold. He folds, so we scoop the blinds, which is good because the next hand we're gonna be the big blind. So we have one orbit for free. 6-4 off in the big blind. It would be nice if we could got a walk, but unfortunately there's a big raise from under the gun. I don't understand the sizing of this raise. I do not understand the sizing to 4 big blinds and you're leaving yourself behind with 15. Now ace 7 suited. Fonzie goes all in. We're gonna call. Hopefully my goose goes together with us. He folds. Ace 7 against 9-8. We got our ace, but he has open-ended. Straight draw. No 7, no queen. Yeah, and let's go! We busted another one. Up to 36 big blinds and sitting now in second position in chips. Now we are on a button with 10 deuce off. It's gonna be a fold. 2 more short stacks on our table. 2 more short stacks. It's blind against blind with an ace deuce 3 board. Down to 18 players. 2 more bust and it's final 2 tables. 2 more need to bust and it's final 2 tables. Jack 5 off in the cutoff position. It's gonna be a fold. Another 12 minutes until break. We might reach the final 2 tables before the break because there's only 1 more player left to bust and we're gonna be in final 2 tables. I'm getting excited because we are sitting good. So far so good. We survived 2 major suckouts and still managed to climb up to third place at the moment. Plato goes all in. My goose calls. Queen 7, Jack 10. He gets his queen, but Plato has kings. hit his jack, so any 10, any king, and then he's out. Plato is out. GG Plato Poker, also known as Larry. And we are down to 2 final tables. So now on this table we are chip leading, no, Daisy Duke is on this table. He's all the way across us, so that's a good thing. You never want him on your direct left. I'd rather have them on my direct right or all across the table. 1, 2, 3 short stacks on our table. So a playable table. 7-3 off is definitely a fold. Donks go to heaven on our table again. Basil on our direct right. Also player that I've played few tournaments against. Ace queen against ace deuce against tens. He just needs to dodge a 5 or an ace. And tens hold. So Merlin's wand is a short stack down to 2.8 big blinds. 2.6 actually. 4-8 offsuit is gonna be a fold. See, donks go to heaven have 5.8 blinds and he just limps. What hands can he limp with? I guess we're gonna find out because Merlin's one is all in. 2.6 big blinds. There's one call and there's a call from donks go to heaven. So the board doesn't favor anybody with 5, 7, 9. We would actually hit our straight. Jack 10, king queen, and deuce 6. Runner for 2 pairs. Runner for 2 pairs for Merlin's one, and he's back into 10 big blinds, almost 9.5. Deuce 6 off. Still running 16 players, still sitting in 3rd position. Another 9 minutes until the break time. Donks go to heaven is extremely short. He goes all in for 3 big blinds. And he's gonna get called from 2 sides because they only need to invest half of the blind to get his all in. So he's gonna either bust or triple up. Let's see. The other Daisy Duke is trying to isolate. He does. Ace 3, Ace 10. He hits his flush. And no, trips are not good. Donks go to heaven is out. Daisy Duke busted one more player. 15 left in the field. 15 players left in the field. We are now under the gun with 8-4 off. That's gonna be a fold. Ooh, we got an all in and an all in. Ace king against king 7 suited, and he hits his flush draw. Still alive, and he hits his flush. He hits his flush, but the other guy hits his full house, and Merlin's one is out. So down to 14 players. We are in a big blind. 30 big blinds behind us. We have queen 5 off. This new table has a lot of action. We're not gonna defend our queen 5 off, unfortunately. So next hand, off to the next one. In a small blind, 30 big blinds behind us, and we have 10-5 off. This new table hasn't treated us well, so... And there's an under the gun raise, so that's an easy fold. Ooh, an all in and a call. Ace 10, Ace 5 and 2 pair. Busts another player out. So down to 13 players. This is getting faster than usual. There's only one short stack at our table. Only one short stack. And he goes all in. We're gonna fold our Jack 5 suited. There was under the gun raise and a snap all in from JB for 7.1 big blinds. Basil is thinking about it. AZ Duke is thinking about it. He goes all in. He wants to isolate JB. Now John Pierce is in a tight spot because he's as an under the gun raiser. Should be strong here. But does he want to risk his tournament life? Pocket kings against ace 9. He hits his 9. So he hits his set and he's drawing dead. So he folded. John Pierce folded queens. John Pierce folded queens. What a nice fold. Down to 12 players, another 5 minutes until the break time. Another 5 minutes until the break time. So we need to make a note of that guy, John Pierce. He actually folded queens for his tournament life. That's a major fold. What are you calling if you're folding queens? Wow, what a nice fold. So far this table hasn't treated us right. No good playable hands. 6-4 off in the big blind. It's blind against blind. Basil is thinking about it. I don't know if he's playing cash or on other tables. We hit one pair of fours and pair of aces, so we should be ahead here. Now that jack is gonna play as a kicker if he has a 4 also, so check check. 7-8, he missed his flush draw and we hit. Yes, let's go. We scoop that one. Back in the third spot again, back in the third position. 11 players left with another 3 minutes until the break. Now on the button with 32.6 big blinds behind us. 10-8 off. A decent looking stacks on our left, 25 and 26 big blinds, and we hit our 2 pair. Oh my god, we hit our 2 pair with a flush draw, so we're gonna continue betting. Get value from 1 hearts. He raises us. I don't believe it again. It's a suck out again. 2 pair on the flop and he counterfeits our 2 pair on the turn with a 2 pair. And this is the 3rd suck out on this tournament. Like, we keep on fighting and struggling and they keep on sucking out on us, which is crazy. Down to 5 blinds. 11 player left, sitting in 11th place, so looking for that double up hand. Wow. I guess they keep on sucking on us all night. We hit our 2 pair and then he turns his 2 pair. Queen 4 off. It's gonna be a fold. Next hand we're gonna be the big blind. If they both fall, we might see one more hand before the break. No, I guess this is gonna be the last one. And then we're gonna hit our break. No. There's gonna be time for one more. One more just before the break. Hopefully we get a decent hand we can go all in. 4 blinds behind us. Jack 10 is the hand of the night, I guess. That's gonna be an all-in from our side, and we're gonna see if we're gonna come back from a break or bust. Jack 10 against King 8. We hit our Jack, so no King, please. No King, no 8. No King, no 8. Double up. Let's go. Let's go. Finally, some good run out. And we are officially on the break. 11 big blinds behind us, so guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. Need to hit the toilet and then we'll be back. Hello, hello, we are back. We are back. Another 26 seconds, 25 seconds. We are gonna be back from our second break. 11 players left, sitting at 11 big blinds. We just had a double up, so we are sitting at 11th place at the moment out of 11. So we need a quick double up. We need a quick double up. We need a quick double up, and then we can try to hit that final table. Ace-8 offsuit in a small blind with 8.5 big blinds behind us, so depending on the action before us, this is gonna be an all-in. If Basil shoves, we're gonna call easily with Ace-8. If he folds, we're gonna shove also. Ace-8, and we scoop the blinds and ante, so we got one through. But we need a double up if we want to reach that final table. Sitting at 9 plays at the moment, and we have pocket tens on the button. We got pocket tens on the button. I guess we are going to be all in again. So hopefully Samsonite calls us and we get our chips back, but unfortunately he doesn't. So we scoop another pot. We scoop another pot. 8-3 offsuit is not good, so we're gonna fold that. 11 players, so another 3 need to bust, and we make the final table. I just checked now on the break the leaderboard for this run of 6 weeks, and actually Samsonite, the guy that sucked on us, that is a chip leader now with 44 big blinds, is sitting high in, I think, 5th or 6th place, so he's gonna try to get in the money as much as he can, because those points are gonna put him in the first place, because all the other ones are already busted. So that deep run might get him in top position. So he's gonna try to get there. He's gonna play tight. He's not gonna risk his main event seat. So we need to make sure that we use that against him. 8-10 off, under the gun, we're gonna fold. Eight, 10 off, it's a fold, it's button, goes all in against the blinds. Small blind folds, big blind folds, so next hand we're gonna be the big blind. Hopefully we can get a nice hand so we can shove and double up. I guess not. So now we are praying for a walk. We haven't seen maybe 1 or 2 walks all night, so we got a raise from Samsonite. We're gonna fold our 7-5 off. And he shows us ace king. Four, 6 off in a small blind. That's gonna be another fold and a walk for TT fly. I guess that's how you read it. We just need some good hands. We need good hands so we can scoop at least the blinds. Jack 8 off. Jack 8 suited, but there's under the gun raise. So Jack 8 suited is gonna go down the drain. And I told you Samsonite is gonna play extremely tight because he wants to reach that final table and those points, because that will put him most probably in seat number 1 to get that main event seat. 5-9 suited, cut off, and there's an under the gun raise, so that's a fold. Still 11 players left, sitting at 9 place at the moment. He gets raised by Samsonite, so he's putting him pretty much all in, because if he pays another 4, he's gonna be left with 8 and the pot is gonna be 13, so it's either fold or all in, and he folds. Samsonite keeps waking up with good hands. He keeps waking up with the monsters, and we keep on waking up with 5-3. At least they're suited now, so. But at the end of the day, sorry about the phone, at the end of the day, that's Jaman Barton's favorite hand, 5-3 suited. Shout out to him also. The draw in dead vlog. Under the gun, 10 big blinds behind us. King 6, it's gonna be a fold. Still sitting 11 players. Basil on our direct right is a short stack with 5.5 big blinds. He folds his big blind to a raise from Samsonite. So Samsonite is bullying people now, especially the short stack people. Now we're in a big blind position. The blind just went up, so we are 7.4 blinds behind us. Ace 10 off. I guess we're gonna be all in. Basil shoves 4 big blinds. We're gonna call with ace 10. He has king 4. We got our ace, so no king, no 4. And he's drawing dead. Yes, he's drawing dead. It's not a double up, but we got some blinds behind us. We're up to 13 big blinds. 10 players left. 10 players left. Jack 5 off in a small blind. It's gonna be a fold. Tsetse Fly is gonna get another walk, I assume. No. John Pierce shoves all in for 8 blinds. Gets folds. So 2 more players need to bust. And we get our final table. 3 more players until we make the money. Jack 6 off is gonna be a fold. Blind against blind. Small blind shoves for 15 big blinds. Samsonite has a decision. If he has a decent hand, he's gonna call it and bust one more, but I guess he doesn't have it. Sitting in 8 out of 10 places. Pocket tens. Pocket tens. We are gonna be all in this hand. 12 big blinds. And we got all folds. So we scooped the blinds. At least we got one more orbit for free. We need good hands so we can chip up a bit. Because now we are 5-handed and blinds are gonna eat us alive. Especially when you're a short stack. They're gonna eat you alive. And we got an all-in. Ace 4 against 8s. Looks like 8s are gonna hold. Jack or a king. Jack or an ace. And 8s hold. So John Pierce doubles up. John Pierce doubles up. Through Daisy Duke. Now we're in big blind. Queen 6 suited. Queen 6 suited. There's a raise from Samsonite. So we're gonna call. Queen 6 suited. We missed our flop totally, but the flop hit our range much better than hit his, so it goes check check. Now we're gonna try to steal the blinds because that card still favors us more than it favors him. That 3 doesn't change a lot. If he hasn't a pair, he's supposed to fold if he doesn't have a pair. He has a pair, he's supposed to call. He calls. He had a bluff catcher, king queen. We're supposed to go all in there. Jack 10 in a small blind. I guess we're gonna be all in. No, there's a raise before us, so we're gonna lay it down. Still 10 people left. Still 10 people left. I think this was supposed to be all in Jack 10. Now we're gonna be on the button. 7.4 blinds behind us. Ace Queen suited, and we're gonna be all in. Hopefully somebody calls us and we double up. Samsonite might call. He calls us. Pocket 4s. We got a flush draw. Queen! Yes, queen! No 4. Yes! We double up. We get our chips back from Samsonite. We get some of our chips back from Samsonite and we double up. Yes, finally some justice. We won a race. Finally we won a race. Ace Queen suited against pocket 4s. sitting in 5th place out of 10 players, so I guess all the short stacks are on the other table, because on this table we are all pretty much even except for Samsonite. Next hand we're gonna be big blind. Next hand we're gonna be big blind. And in big blind, poker gods give us Jack 4 suited. Samsonite is gonna raise again 2 blinds, and we're supposed to call suited hands. We're supposed to call. Hopefully we hit our flush draw. No. But this is what it's called a donk lead. Because I'm a donk, I'm gonna donk lead into him. And he folds. Our donk lead works, so getting some chips back from Samsonite, and we are down to hand for hand. We are down hand to hand, so that means one more needs to bust and we make the final table, guys. We make the final table. One player needs to bust. I'm assuming on the next table there are a lot of short stacks. We're gonna limp. I guess that's a mistake. We were supposed to fold our 4 deuce. Hand for hand, still hand for hand. Ace 10 suited. Early position under the gun raised to 2.5 big blinds, so we're gonna fold. Our ace 10 suited. It's on the borderline of calling, but there's especially the chip leader is on our left, so I don't know what he's gonna be doing. Jack 8 off is another fold, so we're sitting at the 6th position at the moment with 9 players left. Samsonite is bullying people again. Still hand for hand. Still hand for hand. Sitting at 6th position out of 9. Jack 5 off under the gun is gonna be an easy fold. Now we are in 7th position out of 9. And Samsonite keeps getting hands and keeps pushing people away from their blinds. Next hand we're gonna be big blind. So it would be nice if we can have some nice cards and we can double up through Samsonite if he does the same thing. Still hand for hand, waiting for the hand on the other table to finish so we can get new cards. In the big blind we have Jack 10 off. And we got a walk. Ooh, finally we got a walk. Finally we got a walk. I'll take it with a Jack 10. I'll take it. On a small blind, 9-6 off. Sitting in a 4th position. Sitting in a 4th position. Now we're gonna try to steal the blinds. With 9-6 off. And we did exactly that. Up to 4th position out of 9 players. Up to 4th position. 8-7 off on the button. It's also a hand that we're supposed to raise. 5-handed. Now we are trying to get him off any stupid hands that he played his big blind. And we just did that. Yes, another bluff goes through. Still hand in hand. Still playing hand in hand. Hand for hand. Sitting in 4th position with 20 big blinds out of 9 players. I guess there's some short stacks on the other table. Daisy Duke gets a walk. The blinds are gonna go up now. We're under the gun 5-4 off. So we're gonna fold. Let me see how the... Yeah, there's... Actually, Tete Fly is the shortest stack, so there's another one with 10 big blinds on the other table. So this might take a while until we bust and reach the final table. Queen 4 off. Can we get a walk? Can we get a walk? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let's go. Let's go. Chipping up, grabbing those chips. I'll take a walk with Queen 4 off. Now we have Ace 5 suited, and we have the shortest stack on the tournament on our left. So I guess we're gonna raise and put him all in, but he doesn't wanna go all in. So we scoop another pot with blinds in ante. Hand for hand plays currently in progress. Next hand will start once all hands are completed across the tables. That's what the sign says. Sitting in 3rd position with 20 big blinds, 9 players left, 1 more needs to bust, and we are gonna see that purple felt and those flashlights and the final table. 4-5 off is gonna be a fold. Still 9 hand, still 9 players left, still playing hand for hand. 10-7 off, 10-7 off. From our side is gonna be a fold. We're gonna use about 5 to 10 seconds. See if anything resolves on the other table. It's blind against blind, so Samsonite puts all in. Daisy Duke folds. Still, this is taking a while. Usually it finishes much faster than this one. King 10 suited is gonna be a raise from under the gun from our side. Only John Pierce left to act. He folds. He's not gonna risk his tournament life. He's not gonna risk getting the final table. So he folds. Next hand we're gonna be the big blind. 7-8 off. Can we get a walk? Can we get a walk? I don't think so. Samsonite is... With 7-8, we are gonna just call this one and hopefully we hit our middle pair. Another donk lead from our side. Another bet from our side. Let's get him off any stupid hands. I don't hold him for an ace. And I got an 8, so we block 8s. And he folds. Yes, he folds, so we got it through. We got it through. So we are up to 26 big blinds and sitting in the 2nd place just behind Samsonite, who is a chip leader. And we are still 9 players in the tournament. So hopefully we got an all-in on the other table. So I'm watching the other table. So let me see, guys, the other table. I'm watching on the other phone, the other table. There's a guy on the other table. Oh, we got an all-in on our table. On the other table there's a guy, ship it 697, has 2.6 big blinds. And we got an all-in on our table, so nines against jacks. Jacks are gonna double up unless he hits his 2 outer. And he hits his 2 outer and we are down to final table. We are down to final table. He major sucked out 2 outers. We are on to final table. Let's take a screenshot of that. Sitting second in chips. There's one player with 2 big blinds. If he busts, we make the money and we make the points. Ship It has 2.2 big blinds. Tsetse Fly goes all in, 5 blinds. We have ace 8 off. He might do that all in with pretty wide range because he's only 5 blinds deep. So are we good if we call ace 8 off there? No, not anymore because somebody called. So it's king jack against queens. Unless 3 outer comes. King 3 outer comes on the river. Tsetse Fly survives and doubles up, cracks queens. Cracks pocket queens. He cracked Samsonite actually, and we are in the chip lead now. We are actually chip leading the tournament, which is... Woohoo! Let's go. It's a nice position after all those suck outs on us. We are in a good position, and I believe Samsonite is furious with this run out, but I was also furious. We got another comment. We got another comment. There's a big pot brewing, 7.5 big blinds. Who's the shortest stack? Ship It with 2 big blinds and Do the Drew with 6 big blinds. So Ship It is gonna be an all-in pretty much in the next 2 or 3 hands. 4-7 off is gonna be down from us. So Ship It is gonna have one hand that he can go all in, and then the second hand he's gonna be mandatory all in because he's gonna be the big blind and he's gonna get less. He's gonna have less. Let's see. Daisy Duke raises under the gun raise and he folds. So he goes to the chip lead. Daisy Duke, we're back in second. So let's see what Ship It is gonna do. It's either now or the next one. It's either now or the next one mandatory. 9-6 off. 9-6 of diamonds. We are gonna raise to 2 big blinds. Mike Goose is still there. The guy that sucked on us is still there, and Samsonite that sucked on us is still there. So you see, if you suck out on tournament against me, you're gonna reach the final table. Just kidding, guys, just kidding. He calls our pre-flop bet, and we hit top pair. We hit our top pair against him, so I don't want to see any more cards, but I want to get some value. I guess no more value. So he folds. And we are back in second place. We are in second place. 5-6 off is gonna be a fold. Ship It is gonna be in all in, I guess. He's left with 0.6 big blinds behind him. Ooh, somebody is trying to isolate him. Tsetse Fly is in all in. My Goose is thinking, folds. Ship It folds, and Daisy Duke folds. So Ship It survives another one, but in the next hand he's mandatory all in. He has only left with half a big blind, not even that. And we wake up with Ace King. We wake up with Ace King under the gun +1 with one guy all in mandatory with less than half a big blind. And we got Samsonite who's thinking about calling And he calls us. Deuce 3-7 shouldn't hit his range or my range. We're gonna continuation bet. Get him off any stupid hands. Now we're gonna put him all in. Yes, I knew it. Set of sevens. The guy, amazing. The guy hits sets of sevens just like that. And he goes back to the chip lead, and we go back to number 6. But officially, guys, we are in the money. We are in the money and in the points. The worst thing is that we just doubled up Samsonite, who is the major problem because of his number of points on that weekly list, actually that monthly list. So we want to see him get out as early as possible, but now he's made him money, so he's gonna get a few points unless he wins it, and that pretty much is gonna lock up that main event seat for him. On the big blind with 6-8 off, there's only one guy that's shorter than us on our direct left, Drew, the guy that played the main event last year. So now the Samsonite is gonna start bullying us from this position, I assume. No? Is it gonna be a walk? Is it gonna be a walk? And it does! It's a walk! Let's go! Let's go! Ooh, I'm getting excited playing a final table with you guys on live stream. Jack 6 offsuit on a small blind. Now if this comes to us, it's blind against blind. Is it possible that Dudu has a queen, king, or an ace? No. We're not gonna find out because Daisy Duke is trying to isolate him. He just picks up blinds. King 5 off on the button. A raise from Samsonite. Everybody folds. He gets a call from the big blind defense, and the flop comes ace 7-7, so pretty monotone board. But Samsonite goes through with one continuation bet. We are gonna be in cutoff position. Hopefully we get some nice hands. Ace 5 off. I believe we're gonna be all in, depending on our situation before us. Samsonite bets 2 big blinds, so we're gonna be all in with 11 big blinds. Hopefully we can double up. He has a big question mark next to his head. If he calls and we double up, we're in a chip lead. And we got his chips. He's still thinking about it. He's tanking. Do we really want him calling now? The more he tanks, the more I want him to call. He folds. So let's go, guys. Now a 7 offsuit. Another all in. And we get a call from the shortest stack on the table. 2.5 big blinds. Against pocket tens, we hit our 7, so we need a 7 or an ace. 7 or an ace, and we double him up. See, he was patient, went down to 2 big blinds and was rewarded with pocket tens. A 10 offsuit is gonna be a fold. So he goes all in again. No callers, so he picks up blinds. He's up into 10 blinds from 2.8 in two hands. Under the gun for us, 3-5 off is a fold. Another 25 minutes until the break. I don't think we're gonna reach the break unless we reach heads up. The blinds are going up next hand, so we're gonna be down to 10 big blinds. The problem is we have both of the big stacks on our direct right, so they can bully us a lot. And all the shorter ones on the left side. So that's not a good spot to be in. Down to 9.9 big blinds with king 5 off. Folds to cutoff, goes all in. Folds most probably to us. And we're gonna fold our king 5 off. Next hand, on to the next hand. When we're gonna be a small blind with 9 blinds behind us, 9.2 big blinds behind us. And a 6-4 offsuit. And we got an early position all in. And it folds around, so he scoops the big blinds, the big and small blind. And I guess this is the hand we're gonna be all in. Pocket nines on the button with 2 shorter stacks on our left side. Big blind left, thinking about it, still thinking about it, and he folds. We scoop the blinds. Hanging around in the main event satellite. Queen jack off. And there's an all-in from Samsonite. There's a call from Duda Drew. Pocket nines against ace 6. We would have 2 overs. But pocket nines bust another one. So we are down to 6 players with a Samsonite, a massive chip leader. We are down to 6 players. King 9 off. We went all in with a king 9 off. Pro Audio GK left to act on the big blind folds. So we scoop the blinds and antes. So we have to be maximum. We have to use our brain and try to steal as many pots as possible, because now we're going to be playing 6-handed. Eventually 5-handed. We are sitting in a 3rd position, but everybody is pretty much dead except for Samsonite. So under the gun for us gives us pocket kings. Now we need to play this one as smart as possible to get as much value as we can, because we have a monster and we got an all-in from Pro Audio GK. We're gonna snap call that. He wakes up with 7s, 2 jacks and a 3. No 7, please sir, no 7. No 7, 2 outer. And we double up and we bust a player. We double up and bust the player. Let's go. Let's go. Sitting in 2nd position behind Samsonite. Ooh, what a ride this tournament has been. What a ride this tournament has been. We had a shove from Tsetse Fly under the gun. All in, we folded our jack 6 off. Sitting in a small blind. King 4. We are gonna put him all in. with our king high. He folds because he doesn't have most probably any face cards, so stealing the blinds and trying to win it. Stealing the blinds, trying to win it, and trying to win it while you guys are online and watching the deep run. Ace6, ace off, cut off, blind, left to X, Samsonite, he calls. It's gonna go check check. Pocket tens doesn't change a lot. If we were ahead on the flop, we're ahead on the turn, so doesn't change a lot. 4 should be better for his range than mine. Goes check check, ace 9, and he wins with a kicker, with a better kicker. I mean, he didn't raise ace 9. What's wrong with these players? You're supposed to raise ace 9. Ace 9 isn't shove, as I remember from the solver with that training with Johnny. Now he puts all in Daisy Duke, and he folds. Daisy Duke folds. Down to 5 players, guys. Down to 5 players. We are in a big blind. Let's see what's the action gonna be before us with the Jack 6 off. Jack 6 off. There's a shove. He keeps on shoving and praying that somebody calls. I'll call when I have something that's gonna beat you. Don't worry about it. You sucked out twice on me, so it's payback time. Another shove. He's bullying the table. He's bullying the table, but if he runs into me with a decent hand, I'm gonna double up and he's gonna go down to 10 blinds. And this is the hand. If he goes all in, he's gonna get snap called. We need an ace. We need an ace, 3, 8, and we're out. We busted. Ace 5 against 9s. Guys, we're out in 5th position. We're out in 5th position. Unfortunately, the guy just keeps on waking with great hands. Just keeps on waking up with great hands, and he's gonna take it down, and he's gonna most probably take down the main event seat. Thank you guys for watching the stream, for being with me all this way. It was a good run. We made it to the final table. You saw the final table. We busted in 5th position. It was a good run, so hopefully we can repeat this one next week. That will be all from me, guys. I'll